Hello friends, this video on direct and indirect speech part 5 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So let us now quickly see that how do we handle interrogative sentences. That is, how do we convert an interrogative sentence in direct speech to indirect speech. Now, what is an interrogative sentence? Sentences where we ask questions. So all the questions, they fall under the category of interrogative sentences. Okay, now here let us look at the differences, like how interrogative sentences are different than the normal sentences. So use asked or inquired as reporting verbs. So normally here we have some special reporting verbs which shows that these are interrogative sentences. Like we use asked or inquired normally. Next thing is we change the tense, and the process of changing the tense remains the same. So we had discussed about the table, right? How we change tense. So we follow the same rule. Another thing is we do not use that. For example, in the normal sentences, you would have seen that we write the indirect speech like this, that Rama said that she was doing good. So that is always there in normal simple sentences. But in this case, instead of that, we make use of whether or if after the reporting verb. So this is another interesting thing about the interrogative sentences. Now here another important thing is that if or whether is used only for sentences starting with a non-interrogative word. Now what do we mean by non-interrogative word? Now normally when you think of sentences, you think of sentences starting with the WH words like what is your name, where do you live, who are you, why did you come late. So the sentences starting with all these WH words, which are the interrogative words. So in those sentences, you do not need a if or whether. So if or whether is not needed in sentences starting with interrogative word like who, where, why, how, what. So they do not need whether or if. But if a question starts with a non-interrogative word, so what do we mean by that? Let us look at some examples of questions which starts with non-interrogative word. For example, do you know her? So this is a question starting with a non-interrogative word. Or did she call you? So this is also an example of a sentence with non-interrogative word. Or will you join me? So these are some examples of questions which starts with non-interrogative word. So for these type of questions, we make use of whether or if. But if a sentence starts with, if a question starts with an interrogative word like who, what, where, how, then we do not need if or whether. So basically, in case of interrogative sentences, the rules for changing the tense would remain the same. It is just that we use asked or inquired as reporting verbs, and we make use of if or whether if the question starts with a non-interrogative word. So let us look at an example. Neha said to me, "How are you?" So this is an interrogative sentence because the speech or the direct speech part is a question. So this is an interrogative sentence. So in this case, if we have to convert it into indirect speech, what will happen? First of all, the reporting verb would change. Instead of said, we will put asked. So we would say, Neha asked me how I was. So you see this how are you? This is in the present tense, but the reporting verb is in the past tense. So therefore, this will also change to past tense. So we have that this are is changed to was. We have also changed the pronoun. So you is changed to I, right? So changing the tense is all the same. Now, have I used if or whether? No. Why? Because how is an interrogative word. How is an interrogative word, and with interrogative words we do not use if or whether. So therefore we have just written Neha asked me how I was. Another interesting thing is that here if you look at this part, you see that this has been, the words are in the normal order. Normally when you ask a question, do you say that how you are? No, we ask how are you. Similarly, if you have to ask where do you live, you do not say where you live do. We do not say it like this, right? So normally the word order changes whenever we ask a question. But when you change that question into indirect form, the word order becomes the normal word order and not the same word order as it is in a question, right? So I think this is not getting complicated, right? First of all, direct to indirect, every time you have to change the tense. And how you change the tense, just follow that table. So with that, you can easily change the tense. If it is an interrogative sentence, as in if it is a question that is being asked, in that case, change the reporting verb to asked or inquired. Okay, and then if you have a non-interrogative word, then include if or whether. But if it is an interrogative word, then you do not need to insert anything, not even that. So that is never used with any interrogative sentence. So that is never used. Yeah. Okay. So these are the points that you need to remember when you have an interrogative sentence. So let's look at more examples. What is your name? She asked me. So here it would be, now when you want to transform it into indirect speech, this will become, she asked me. So what is an interrogative word? So you do not need to insert if or whether. So she asked me what will happen to the tense? So right now it is in the present tense, but the reporting verb is in the past tense. So this will also become past tense. So, and here the word order would become the normal word order, not like the word order in the question. So this would be what my name was. Now many a times children write, she asked me what was my name. But that is not exactly correct, because when you are writing a statement, you should write it in this order where you have your subject and then you have the verb. So she asked me what my name was. This is the correct indirect speech. Let us take one more example. Ravi asked him, how old are you? So Ravi is asking this question to this fellow that how old is he? So how do we write this? We will say Ravi asked him. So how is an interrogative word? Yes, it is. So we do not need to add if or whether. So it would be Ravi asked him how old he was. Because again, the reporting verb is in the past tense. So this will also change to past. So R becomes was. So Ravi asked him how old he was. Let's look at the next example. Do you stay in Bangalore? Asked the teacher. So here this would be the teacher asked. Now, do you stay in Bangalore? Is this an interrogative word? No, this is not interrogative word. So for non-interrogative words, we insert if or whether. Right? So where will we insert? So here we will insert the teacher asked if I stayed in Bangalore. So the change in tense is as usual. Here the reporting verb is in past tense. So this will also change to past tense. And normally you can also remember this thing that in indirect speech, we never use words like do, does, did. So these words are never used in the indirect speech. So in indirect speech, this becomes the teacher asked if I stayed in Bangalore. And let's look at one more example. Will you listen to me? Asked my father. Okay, so here if you look at the direct speech part, it is in the future tense, but the reporting verb is still in the past tense, right? So when I write it in the indirect form, it would be my father asked. So is this a non-interrogative word? Yes. So therefore we will make use of if or whether. So my father asked if I would listen to him. So pretty simple, right? We have changed the pronouns. You became I, me became him, because now initially here when we talk about direct speech, that time it was in the exact words as it came from the father. Now when we are talking about the indirect speech, it is the child's version, like how the child would say this. The child would say, my father asked if I would listen to him. Right? So we have changed the pronouns, we have changed the tenses as per the normal rules. The only thing that changed here is instead of that we have used if. And why did we use if? Because the question starts with a non-interrogative word. Now these are small things yet important. So for interrogative sentences, you just need to remember two important points. First is change the reporting verb to asked or inquired. Second thing is use if or whether if the question starts with a non-interrogative word. Third, do not use that. And fourth, do not use words like do, does, did. So these are some of the important points with regards to interrogative sentences.
Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.